Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
And this is caught by Watkins. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for White on the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Black 80. Black. 13.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. 11. Garoppolo again. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go ahead. 65, 65.
Here's a give to Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action. Now Garoppolo. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
6, 12. Make it go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Play action, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Then on the ground they go with the running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taking on the midfield logo. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Hey, gun. Go ahead. 13.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
21. Here we go.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. Dancing away at the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you'll have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
120, 180. Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
13, 13, 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll check it down to Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
380. Hey. Ready? No. Me. White.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's got Watkins on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Garoppolo now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
21.
The toss play to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, go. 11. 12.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
21.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, Rivers again. Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Set! Block the team!
On first down, this is Geis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again they run, again it's Geis. And some room to maneuver. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. first down. Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll run with Geis. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
12.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rivers. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Chris Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go. 11.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, go. 21. Here we go. 2.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle looks for White, but it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Following the interception here, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out of it.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
20, 21.
A handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey, go. 13. 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Gets past him at the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They toss to Mixon. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. A spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Geis receives the pitch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Garoppolo looking to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight.